All right, now I have the pleasure to introduce Bob Mann to speak on academic integrity. This will be the most fun presentation on academic integrity you will ever see.
Thank you. No. Now that door prizes are done, the most depressing man on campus, everyone. Thank you very much. Can everyone hear me okay? Can you hear me okay in the back? Yeah? Okay. My name is Bob Mann. I am the manager of discipline and appeals at DAL.CA. If you think that manager of discipline and appeals is a sexy job title, it is. I am responsible for all of DAL.CA's academic integrity issues, code of conduct issues when they get up to the Senate level, things like professional unsuitability if it gets up that high. I deal with all kinds of academic appeals, which Wendy talked about a little bit earlier. I deal with tenure appeals, promotion appeals, all of the angry people at DAL.CA at any given time somehow find their way to my desk. So every day my job features at least 10 minutes of crying. And that's just me in my office by myself. It's really, it's a wild ride. I don't have a lot of time in front of you today, but I am here to talk to you about something very important. A number of years ago, we graduated a student from DAL.CA, and I'm a graduate of DAL.CA, and I was a graduate student at DAL.CA. I have my law degree from DAL.CA, so I know a bit about what it takes to do this sort of thing. We graduated a student from DAL.CA with a Master's of Law degree. It's very difficult to get. First, you need a law degree, then you need a Master's of Law degree. We graduated a Master's student, as we do every year, a number of students. A number of years after this student graduated. When I say a number, I'm talking more than 7 or 8, closer to 10. Information from a number of sources came about revealing that this student, who we had graduated with a Master's of Law degree, had not conducted themselves honestly getting into the university. They had supplied the university with false information, and they had conducted themselves dishonestly while they were here at DAL.CA. Again, we're talking 8, 9, close to 10 years after this person graduated. Any guesses on what we did? What did we do? Guesses? Hands. You're going to win a big prize if you know the answer, and it's not a pair of sunglasses. Anyone? Go ahead. You lost. Good guess. Good guess. There were no congratulations. Go ahead. We revoked the degree. What does that mean? Anyone? Sounds scary, but what does it mean, we revoked the degree? Go ahead. Well, actually, we don't have anything to do with that. So the answer was we didn't allow him to practice. As a matter of fact, he wasn't even practicing law. He wasn't even using his degree. He just had letters at the end of his name. He doesn't get to use those anymore, but go ahead. What was your answer? But what does that mean? He no longer has a master's degree in law. You're right, but what does it mean? What do we do? Go ahead. Withdraw the certificate. You're getting much closer. So I heard revoke the degree. When you graduate, your name goes on a list. It goes to the Senate, and Senate has this big omnibus vote where they say, yeah, these names look good. Yes, these people will get their degrees. The same thing happens when we revoke a degree, except usually it's just one name. Right? So there's a vote. Senate giveth, Senate taketh away. But what else do we do? That's only step one. The second step is so much fun. It's so much fun. Go ahead, up in the back. No, the answer was withdraw the rights to practice. No, that's not. We don't do that. So we don't govern someone's ability to practice. We just give you what? What do we give you? What do we give you when you graduate? What do you get? What is it? A parchment. That's all you get. That's it. That's what you're paying all this money for. A piece of paper. It's not even a high-quality piece of paper. Did you know that? It's like the cheesecloth from the Da Vinci Code. Like like you can't even expose it to air. It will disintegrate. It's the cheapest paper. You could buy more high quality paper down at Staples. I don't know how people know, but get the references. But in any way, you get my point. That's all you get. So what happens when we take your degree away? We want that paper back. We want it back. And that's what we did. We don't ask for it back. We don't ask for it back. We go and we get it. We send a letter that says, listen, you have something that belongs to us. Don't even take it out of the frame. Leave it right where it is. We'll be along. And we show up and we knock, and we took that Masters of Law piece of paper back. And it's hanging on the wall of my office. That's not true. I made that. Don't tell anyone I said that. Don't tell anyone I said that. I made that part up. Okay. Does everyone get my point? Remember what I said about how many years after this person crossed the stage? 9 years. I don't care. We'll go get it. I don't care. We'll take it back. I'll go to the Marianas Trench to get that degree, if that's where it is. I have a budget for that. Yeah, I do. Okay? That's the extreme story. There are other stories about plagiarism. There are other stories about falsifying data. All kinds of stories, situations where we've prevented people from getting degrees or we've taken those degrees away. The system we have is real. We work very hard at it, and it works. And if anyone in this room thinks that because you have an undergraduate degree and you've made it here to graduate school and these issues, the academic integrity issues, are behind you, you're mistaken. You're mistaken. Every year we have graduate students who run into problems, their backs are against the wall, and they make poor decisions. They make poor decisions. I don't believe anyone in here is a sociopath, right? Or a fraudster. Has everyone seen Catch Me If You Can? Frank Abagnale, the guy who made like pilot's license for himself and a doctor's degree and a law degree, and then now he works for the FBI. It's not exactly a cautionary tale, but in any event, you get my point. You get my point. So, as graduate students, your work follows you, your reputation follows you. Our interest in you and our interest in you using our name and our credentials doesn't end when you cross the stage and you get that tube of cardboard with the cheap piece of paper in it. It doesn't end, right? If we get information, we'll act on it. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The other big thing I will say to you is, as I said, I was a graduate student here at DAL.CA. I didn't have this. When I'm talking 15 years ago. I didn't have a big orientation session where I was given lots of university. I was just told when day one was, and I showed up. So you guys are very fortunate. You have this forum. You can ask questions. Ask questions. If any of you feel lost, ask questions. If you don't know what the rules are, ask questions. Read the first 30 pages of the university calendar. And if you're not sure what your rights and your responsibilities are, ask questions. There are lots and lots of places you can go. If some of you in the room are not 100% certain that your writing is all that strong, and being graduate students does not exempt you from this, okay? We have a writing center in the library. You can go there. There are people whose job it is to help you specifically with your writing and helping you in a way that will help you get better. I didn't have that when I was here, and I struggled with it. So that is something for you to keep in mind. Your professors, your TAs, some of you will work as TAs. You will be part of our academic integrity system. You will be responsible for keeping an eye out for these things. You will do work with undergraduate students. Some of you, I guarantee you, you will see things, and I urge you to take action and report it. Talk to your professor about it. We have a very, very good system here. Every faculty has an academic integrity officer, including the Faculty of Graduate Studies. If you're doing coursework in a faculty, whether it's the Faculty of Arts, the Faculty of Science, Faculty of Management, no matter what it is, if you're doing coursework, there's an academic integrity officer who's responsible for academic integrity issues in those things. Know who that person is. If we're talking about a PhD thesis or a master's thesis or qualifying exam, the Graduate Studies Academic Integrity Officer is responsible for that. So get to know who those people are. That's all I have. I wish you all success. I didn't mean to scare you. Well, I did. And I sincerely hope that we never see each other ever again. given what my job is. Good luck, everyone.